All right, we are live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. My name is Megan Casey, and as most of you will know at this stage, I run an international mindset training company with Debbie. And for anyone looking to grow and evolve. And today we are here with one of our amazing clients, Mary Hughes. Mary Hughes is the wedding guru and hospitality specialist. Mary, you're so welcome onto our channel.
Thank you for having me. What an honor it is to be here today.
Awesome. We're going to ask you a few questions, Mary. And the first question is, why exactly did you get into this business?
I was a travel journalist for 25 years, so I would be traveling around Canada, the United States mainly, and I'd be covering all sorts of things: bed and breakfast, spas, weddings, wedding venues, resorts. And often I would be on site when there was an event happening. And one of the things that really made me think about this business was I was in Florida at a small resort. We were there for a conference, and there was two weddings going on, two weddings. And people were coming to the front of the resort with no direction on which wedding they were to go to, because both weddings were happening in, different pavilions. And I just thought to myself, gosh, if I owned that business, I'd have a sign: the Jones wedding this way, the Smith wedding this way, and someone out there to greet them and someone to make it, a personal experience. And I just thought, boy, I could do that better. I could do that really well, you know? And so then the more I started looking into it, I started speaking when I was traveling, and I was at conferences. I started speaking to somebody, looked into, bed and breakfast and small inns are limited on space, they're limited on things they can offer. But there is a whole market in this world that wants small weddings, elopements, which is a micro wedding. It's two people going away to get married. They might have their witnesses, they might not. And there's certainly, ever since COVID now, I'm proven right, weddings have gotten smaller, weddings have gotten more intimate. So anyway, I jumped on the bandwagon about 12 or 13 years ago and started offering them at my property here in Ontario, and stayed small. And then when opportunity allowed, I bought a commercial zoned building, turned it into a luxury bed and breakfast and wedding venue. And then I bought another small property, but our weddings are 60 people and under. The one here I'm speaking from you today is Elope Guelph. It holds up to 12 people. It does city hall, beautiful city hall alternative weddings. And then we own a vintage, what used to be a church, vintage church, and it's called Wedding Cake Cottage. And then I have a beautiful luxury bed and breakfast on the shores of Lake Huron here in Ontario called Bayfield Wedding Inns and Spa. So there you go.
Wow, what a
Yeah,
vibe. You took an idea and you
yeah,
moved it into form. You're like,
yeah.
I can do this better.
And when my
Maybe,
business really took off is during COVID. People couldn't get married in big, lavish 100-person weddings or more. In Ontario at one time, we could only marry 10 people. And that was outside wearing masks
yeah.
6 feet apart. Right. And that's when our business
Mhm.
exploded. We maybe done, half a dozen weddings. Well, now we were doing 25, 30 weddings. People didn't want to wait. They, if they thought the world was going to end, then they wanted to be married before it ended. So we got so busy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Amazing. You can tell just how passionate you are about what you do, and you can
Oh,
feel
thank
it in
you.
your energy. And I
Well,
love,
I love it. I love what I
yeah,
do. I don't want to be doing anything else.
yeah, we gotta
This is
love what
my,
we do.
yeah,
Love
we
that.
do
So what
for sure.
exactly makes it really special, Mary?
People that come to us, they want to get married. They think, they know what they want to do with their wedding, which is fine. Of course, people need to have an idea or should have an idea, but we take those ideas and we take the nerves and we take the nervousness. And I just talk to them and say, hey, when you close your eyes, this is the best line ever. When you
Mm,
close your eyes, what do you imagine on your wedding day?
that.
And let's see if we're a fit with that. And
Mm,
if they don't know, if they haven't done that exercise, and I say, hey, take a second. Why don't you guys just take a deep breath and look and just close your eyes for a minute, and where you're standing in this venue that you've come to visit us today, is this ideal for you? Or if it's a phone call or whatever. But to be quite honest, I would say less than 20% of our clients come to visit us. we get 80% of our bookings online or through email. Our websites are really well built. We have professional videos and photos and reviews, and they speak for themselves. And kind of the nicest compliment, I know this is kind of a strange thing, but people come and they go, "Oh, this is much nicer than your photos." And it should be. Your
Yeah,
photos shouldn't be better than what's
exactly.
actually there. But I mean, our photos certainly represent a beautiful feeling, and it's all professional. So they are lovely photos, but the feeling of walking in is like, wow, this is special. And that's
And it is
exactly what you want. Yeah.
a feeling. It's always a feeling. I love that you get them to use their imagination to
Yeah.
really
Well,
think
since
about.
working with you guys and before when I was studying started studying this, it's a great practice because it also gets rid of some nerves. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and because we specialize in small weddings, especially at the one here in Elope, Guelph, 12 people, that's a really small number to invite. And I say, especially if they're younger couples, it's their first marriage, and I say, listen, you need to go home and ask your parents if they're on board for a really, really small wedding. Because
yeah,
what happens is they get a hold of your idea and run with it because mom may have not had her ideal wedding, so she wants to invite 30 more people. Dad may feel, that he's being too cheap and needs to invite, 20 friends or have your aunts and uncles and everybody there. So this is a new line I use, you
mm,
need to go home and talk to your family. And if they're all in agreement that they're going to leave this as a really small wedding and honor your wishes, then you call me and we'll book.
wow.
Yeah.
I love that you do that because it's like
Yeah.
honoring the parents too. You're right.
Yeah.
And some of them probably say, "You're right, we haven't actually mentioned it to them yet. We should get it, their
Yeah.
agreement with
And
this because."
I've had half a dozen weddings over the years have to cancel or not book because it became a runaway train. I
Exactly.
remember a couple specifically came for 20, it turned to 40, and then it turned to 140. They parents rented a hall, and it's in a farming community, one of our properties, and away they went. And I bet you 140 was a minimum. I bet you they went over that, and that's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
But I feel badly when people really want to come and just have a small intimate gathering and people get a hold of them
Yeah,
and change it. And I think that's dishonoring. It's not a great way to start out your life together, in my
exactly.
opinion. So anyway,
Exactly.
but it's not my rodeo, not my show. So I'm just along with it. I said, hey, I had that happen this summer, and the couple ended up having a much bigger wedding, but they booked the whole bed and breakfast
There you go.
to have all their wedding party and them stay there. And it was a lovely weekend. So everything
Everything is
worked out. Yeah.
figureoutable. Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
figureoutable.
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
yeah, as a bride and groom, yeah, it's like you gotta honor what you want. It is your wedding.
Yeah.
That's where it's like holding your standards high, which we talk a lot about in our coaching as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but then also respecting the parents and your friends and stuff. But
Yeah.
okay,
Absolutely.
the third question is, what are the top three things, Mary, that couples need to know to plan their wedding?
Well, I think they should have an idea, and of course, budget always comes top of mind, doesn't it? I mean, if you've got $2,000 for your wedding or $20,000 for your wedding, that's a big difference, right? So I think budget, but it's also, I would say, number two, honoring your wishes.
Yes.
I see couples who don't want, this is typical, they don't want a lot of attention. They don't want a lot of people staring at them. They're shy, okay? They have a limited budget. And also couples that just don't want to have the Cirque du Soleil wedding. They've seen their friends get married and lose their minds when they're having 180 people, and the DJ can't come, the last minute photographer got an eye infection and all this stuff. Whereas our company only provides all-inclusive weddings.
Mhm.
So you can pick different pack, include your wedding, your photography. We do everything for you. And I think that's probably why um, we're becoming very popular. And it's because people don't want to take the time to find all the different vendors and suppliers, because that's a big headache. It's a lot of
Mhm.
plates in the air, as my mother would say.
Yeah, a
And
lot
I
of
think
moving
number
parts.
three, yeah, I think people want to have a nice day. I think that number three would be they actually want to have a nice day and enjoy themselves. And I think people are really resonating with that these days. Why do you spend? It boggles my mind when people spend $80,000 on something they're spending it all on for everyone to have dinner with them, but they hardly get around to see them or have a drink or enjoy themselves. So let's have 20 people. let's have a nice dinner, let's have some drinks, and let's have a little dance or whatever, a little visit. People are happy. People
Yeah.
are so happy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. What a vibe. Megan, does it want to make you, does it make you want to get married? Kind of makes me want to get remarried.
We'll
I'm
have a
like,
long list of people, Mary. And the thing that's so special is, first of all, the energy that you bring, but also like weddings are very stressful. I've seen people just actually be really sick on the day or the day after just from the anxiety and stress and the coordinating. And the fact that you coordinate all the elements, that is a huge, amazing offer for people that it's just all they have to do is choose the right match for the venue, and then they can relax into your expertise. And that is, I think that, like you said, the weddings are getting bigger and crazier, and people actually would just prefer a lovely small group of their main people, not half their city.
Exactly. And I mean, there's great venues and stuff that take care of those large weddings that are half the city, you know, 500 people. But there's really very limited places to go to have lovely micro weddings or intimate weddings, because you know, a lot of companies look at that and go, oh, that's not really profitable, because you make your profit or at 150 people, you know, that turns into you can make $50,000 in one night, whereas $50,000 might take, you know, quite some time with us. But we prefer that, and we love doing our business with something called ease and grace. I don't
mm,
want to be I probably could do a wedding for 150 people, but I could probably stand in the middle of the road with traffic going around me too. But I just don't care to do that. It's not what I prefer to do, you know? And I think your business should be what you love to do. And this is what we love to do.
Yes, and because that passion just radiates into everything, the decor, your high standards, the opulence, like just what a special day for people.
And it is a special
Incredible.
day. Listen, the accolades we get, and there's nothing better, Megan and Debbie, there's nothing better when I pronounce them, you know, married, a wedding couple, that everyone cheers, everyone's so happy. And even if it's just the two of them, the witnesses behind me and me are cheering them on. And, you know, there's nothing better than getting an after wedding hug from them, you know? And I've just started to do that because, you know, we're over COVID now, thank God. But I mean, you know, there's nothing better to congratulate somebody wholeheartedly on choosing the love of their life and making it a union. There's nothing better in this world. I'll tell you. I mean, I'm getting a feeling in my stomach
me
talking about it.
too.
And it's
Goosebumps.
and it's just such the most beautiful thing. It's like when a baby's born, you know, there's a new life in the world. And this is like a new life when these two people make a commitment to each other. It's a new life, and it's beautiful.
It's intimate and it's beautiful. And I like when you say ease and grace. Yes, we want to
Yeah,
do things with more ease and more grace. And
absolutely.
it's right, your energy just radiates, and you can
Oh,
tell like
thank
you're
you.
really
Thank you.
passionate about what you do and you love to help people. You really do have an attitude of service. I've really seen that in you, and you love going the extra mile for people. And that's such a beautiful way to live. More
Yeah,
people need to embody that.
yeah, they
So
do.
great work,
Yeah,
Mary.
thank you.
All right, one last question. Okay, you've been a client of ours for about 6 weeks. So what changes? I've seen you change a lot, and I've known you for well about 5 years, four years. I even got to
Yeah,
meet you in person
yeah.
in Ontario, and you've got such great energy. But what results or changes have you experienced personally since working with us in the past 6 weeks, Mary?
Okay, I've been sitting on an idea probably for at least 2 years, maybe three, I forget. And I wanted to create a platform to talk about business and service and business excellence and customer service. And I'm happy to announce through your classes, I found the right groove, the right channel, and I have launched it this week. I'm launching it this week. And I think that's with your just your enthusiasm, your belief that I can do it. And it's also realizing what's right, because there's a few things that I had to figure out, and now I've got it. I've just shared that with you this morning. It's called Make Your Business Better. We're on Instagram and Facebook, soon to be on YouTube and TikTok. But I want to thank the two of you, because literally I've been probably the longest sitting hen on these eggs for like 2 or 3 years. These eggs are overcooked, man. But I'm just telling you, it was launched today. We hatched today, and today's November 12th, 2025. And I even said before we started this podcast, I said, I am coming into this with such a high vibration. I finally found my place in the world that I can talk about customer service. I can talk about good things, bad things, how to treat people. And oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how happy I am. And I thank the two of you for bringing me to this point, because like I said, it really is, it fills your heart when you're doing the right thing.
Amazing, Mary. And this is the power of expression. We love seeing people hatch their ideas. That's a new
Yes.
phrase from you, Mary, hatching
Yeah.
their ideas, and also just the butterfly effect and the power of your energy, your expertise, and all the people that are going to benefit. And I'm just so excited to watch this absolute growth and involvement, and lots of exciting things coming. So Mary, it's been so incredible speaking with you. I know people are going to love watching this, whether you're live or watching it back. And before we go, Mary, I'd like you to share with everybody, what is the best way for people to get in contact with you?
Okay. Well, I've got a couple of companies. So I would say Wedding Cake Cottage is a lovely website and you can reach me through that, weddingcakecottage.com. And of course, on our social media, we're there. And also, I'm just trying to think, if you want to reach out and follow us along on Make Your Business Better, we're on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm so excited. So either way, you're going to reach me. So excited to be here.
And we'll share the link in the comments. We'll share the link to Facebook, your Facebook page. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Everything will be in the comments below. And also, if you're watching this video and this sounds like your dream wedding, reach out to Mary. Or if you know somebody and you think, gosh, this is exactly right up their alley, share this video with them and help them find the perfect venue for their wedding, for their magical day.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, everything will be linked below. And Mary, thank you so much. We're excited to see more growth and involvement. And you're going to be helping a lot of people celebrate a very special moment. And they better book in quick, because you're getting booked up with all the amazing people that want to work with you. So reach out to Mary and look at her amazing websites and the photography and just the beautiful venues she has there. And Mary, we will see you soon.
Thank you again. Have a great day.
Mary. Bye.